African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation as of March 26, 2026. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. As a result of intensive and resolute actions, units of the North Group of Forces gained control over the settlement of Shevyakovka in the Kharkov region. Russian troops inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of 2 mechanized brigades, a motorized infantry brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, a territorial defense brigade, and a National Guard brigade close to Veseloye, Rubezhnoye, Verkhnaya Pisarevka, and Veliki Burluk. In the Sumy region, the group's units inflicted losses on the formations of 2 mechanized brigades, an airmobile brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and 2 territorial defense brigades near Dumovka, Krapovshchina, Miropolye, Ivolzhanskoye, and Novodmitrovka. The enemy lost more than 210 troops, an armored fighting vehicle, 13 motor vehicles, and 4 field artillery guns, including 1 US-made 155mm Paladin self-propelled artillery system, 2 electronic warfare stations, 1 counterfire radar station, and 8 ammunition and materiel depots were neutralized. The West Group of Forces improved the tactical situation. The group's units inflicted losses on the formations of 3 mechanized brigades and an assault brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine near Palomarevka, Monakanovka, Blagodatovka in the Kharkov region, Krasny Liman and Ilyichovka in the Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to more than 180 troops, 9 armored fighting vehicles, including 4 Western-made vehicles, 23 motor vehicles, 2 field artillery guns, and 3 ammunition depots. The South Group of Forces took more advantageous lines and positions. Russian troops inflicted losses on the manpower and hardware of 2 mechanized brigades, an airmobile brigade, a mountain assault brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and a territorial defense brigade near Slavyansk, Kramatorsk, Rai Alexandrovka, Artema, Lipovka, Nikolaevka, and Konstantinovka in the Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to more than 100 troops, 14 motor vehicles, and 2 artillery guns. 2 electronic warfare stations and 2 ammunition depots were eliminated. The Center Group of Forces improved the situation along the front line. Russian troops inflicted losses on the manpower and hardware of 4 mechanized brigades, an airmobile brigade, an air assault brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, a marine brigade, and 4 National Guard brigades close to Grishino, Belitskoye, Dobropolye, Novopavlovka, Krasnoyarskoye in the Donetsk People's Republic, and Podgavrilovka in the Dnepropetrovsk region. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 315 troops, 8 armored fighting vehicles, 10 motor vehicles, and 2 field artillery guns. 4 electronic warfare stations were eliminated. The East Group of Forces continued advancing to the depth of the enemy's defenses. The group's units inflicted losses on formations of 2 mechanized brigades, 2 air assault brigades, 2 assault brigades, 4 assault regiments of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and a territorial defense brigade near Lesnoye, Vozdvizhevka, Kopani, Charivnoye, Komsomolskoye, Barvinovka in the Zaporozhye region, and Prosyanaya in the Dnepropetrovsk region. The enemy lost more than 300 troops, 7 motor vehicles, and 2 field artillery guns, 1 US-made ANTPQ-36 counterfire radar station, and 2 materiel depots were neutralized. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted losses on the manpower and hardware of a mechanized brigade, a mountain assault brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and a territorial defense brigade close to Orakov, Lyubimovka, and Zaporozhets in the Zaporozhye region. Up to 45 troops, 14 motor vehicles, 1 155mm US-made M777 howitzer, 4 electronic warfare stations, 1 fuel depot, and 4 materiel depots were neutralized. Operational tactical aviation, attack drones, missile troops, and artillery of the armed forces of the Russian Federation have inflicted damage on the Ukrainian energy and transport infrastructure used in the interests of the armed forces of Ukraine, an uncrewed surface vehicles workshop, command and control posts, launch points of unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as temporary deployment areas of Ukrainian armed formations and foreign mercenaries in 153 areas. Air defense systems shot down 6 guided aerial bombs and 439 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles.
In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the enemy has lost 671 aircraft, 284 helicopters, 127,904 unmanned aerial vehicles, 652 anti-aircraft missile systems, 28,493 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,693 MLRS combat vehicles, 34,090 field artillery guns and mortars, 57,847 units of support military vehicles.
Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.